Hey, welcome back. This is the Daily Dose of Dopamine. I'm Susan, that's Robert, and we have some fun, really out there news to share. We're going to go play in animated film land.
Yeah, Inside Out for the day one program, which hopefully you all know at this point. I mean, just a quick backdrop on that. It's a program that's almost 3 years old now. As of next, well, is it this fall? Yeah, I guess it is. It's 3 years old. That's amazing that we've been running that program in various forms. It matured from having a base of Star Wars and Boys of Summer to then Shawshank Redemption and the strong theme of the Parkinson's prison, which is ongoing. That will continue in its various forms. And we're yes-anding that through a suggestion from one of our first round students who said she wanted something that felt more outwardly more joyful, and literally suggested the movie Inside Out with the character lead named Joy. So that's where this exploration began. And the further I've gone into it, the more I've said, yeah, this is going to be great. So that's what's next. Day one, turning Parkinson's disease inside out.
Inside Out, and the five main characters in the animated movie are joy, sadness, and fear, and anger, and disgust. I found it fascinating that they included disgust. I don't think I spend much time there, so it might be a useful
I
opportunity to
probably
grow.
Yeah, well, and I wonder because perspective wise, it was a girl becoming a teen, and having a young 12-year-old. I know a lot about that where disgust plays in that place. Um, and that's why it's fascinating too to note that they are in the process of putting out a second Inside Out. And I don't know a lot about it, but the assumption is this is going to be the development of Riley, the main character. I don't know at what age they're going to put her and what new emotions might come into play. I wonder very strongly if love and hate are going to make an appearance at this point. Uh,
Oh,
you
whether
know,
other emotions will show up
yes,
besides the
because
five that they started with.
well, and we know, thanks to this lovely book, The Art of Inside Out, they speak about a lot of the early derivations of the characters and what they thought they'd look like, I mean, how do you express an emotion on the screen? How do you give it a tangible physical form and again make it make sense? And they had a lot of emotions that didn't make it in there. One of the most interesting ones to me that made it in a different manifest was gloom. Gloom didn't have a human-like self, but it had a cloud-like presence that came about when Riley was experiencing what felt close to depression, right? She was getting to that place where her world was crumbling.
So
And
sadness didn't seem that way to you?
oh, sadness felt that way, but gloom was given its own thing. Gloom, this is the lovely world kind of Brene Brown, right? That she'll parse these things, that gloom and sadness are not the same thing, right? Um, and so they really gave gloom in the book a lot of interesting manifestations, but ultimately chose not to put it in as a character, more as a presence. And you saw a dark cloud come over the control board at a crisis moment, when all seemed lost.
Ah,
And it was very, something I missed when I first watched it. But now I look back and I go, that's
exactly.
brilliant.
Yes. And the same with the Shawshank Redemption. As many times as you've watched it, I'm sure you kept adding. And to our benefit, of the students who've been part of the day one course, uh, in the Shawshank Redemption, the layers that we're exposed to gives us opportunity for deepened insights in
This,
Shawshank, and the
yeah,
same coming up with Inside Out.
Yeah, this is the value, and we'll talk about Shawshank next, but just to say generally of any great art. And when you have a great art piece, a song, a dance, a movie, whatever it is, the depth of it, when it's really great, you can get it here and you can get it here and you can get it here. There's going to be layers and levels of, oh my gosh, that too, that too, that too. And you watch it again and your perspective changes so that you see something you've never seen before, or you see it in a different way and you go, oh my gosh, that's there. And that's what we want to do with our own lives, really.
And that's what the day one program does for us. It gives us opportunities. We experience these things, we see them, and we can't not see them anymore. We
Yeah,
are changed.
that's right. And we're going to change into a new episode of the Daily Dose. We'll see you on the other
Okay.
side. We'll explore some more of the Shawshank. See ya.